Want to dominate in Heroes of History Epic Empire without wasting time on weak heroes? In this video, I'm going to share to you 10 game-changing tips that I wish I know back in the days more early, from the best hero types to progress, strategy, arena picks, and even how to ascend them faster. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more Heroes of History Epic Empire guides. And let me know in the comments which hero is your favorite one. Ever wonder what truly drives your progress in the game? Well, heroes is the backbone of your account. Everything you do is going to be around the heroes. I have not that many heroes. I'm still working over some of the heroes. Currently, I even have this legendary hero. Is my only one. I still don't have the luck to get the second one. Let me know how many legendary heroes you're having. And keep in mind that if your hero line is a strong one, it's going to be way more easy for you in the arena. It's going to be way more easy for you also in the campaigning. And I see more and more people have struggles with the campaignings, which is a little strange in my opinion. Okay, not that strange to be honest, because I also have struggles. You hit one point where you cannot basically move anywhere. There is a hero that prioritizes other heroes. There is so many troops you have to kill and you end up get killed. And yeah, I end up couple times like this. So I'm going to talk about over each hero and what I like over the heroes, where to use specific heroes, and basically everything you need to know. And there is a different type of heroes. There is a heroes with buffs, there is heroes with debuffs, there is a heroes single target, there is a AoE heroes. There is just so many heroes in this game, and things can become little complicated with the time, but slowly when you play more the game, you're going to start separating the heroes and you're going to see the true diamonds over the rocks. Now let's talk about the buffs and debuffs and which one actually win. Between boosting your army or weakening the enemy, which one do you trust more? So I'm going to share with you which heroes I actually pick and why I actually pick them. From point, as you can see here, I even click on the Louis, which is one of the best buffers in the game. And I'm going to share with you which hero I find, which type of heroes I find more appealing or more useful. So as you can see, you can even see that I already level up Louis the 14, something like this. And this bad boy ability is not healing, it's not doing damage, it's just buffs. Target the biggest cluster of friendly units, increasing defense with some percentage of the Louis defense in range for 8 seconds. 8 seconds pretty decent amount, and since he's based off his HP, the troops get pretty decent shield. It's like a second HP for your troops. So I really like the Lois, and this may be one of the main reasons I actually point him. Now here you have a debuffer, which is Auto, and Auto is having this ability to taunt everybody. Taunt all enemies for 4 seconds. Now 4 seconds is it's enough time all the enemy actually to jump over your poor Auto, which is also getting a shield, 587 currently of his base damage as a shield. So you have one debuffer and you have one buffer. Both of these two heroes, as you can see, they are leveled up, but there is a pretty big difference between them. And currently, from my point of view and from my experience, I like the buffers. And there is a couple reasons behind. One of the reasons is when you go in the Tesla Storm, well, you cannot put any debuffs over the boss there. So from there you start actually losing by a lot, and you cannot actually use this hero against the Tesla Storm. And why I don't like this is, for the Tesla you have to have like 5 heroes, you know? You have to have from each core 5 heroes. If you get, for example, Robin Hood and you think it's a decent hero and you want to level up this bad boy, you're going to need these things here, which is something that's dropped from the Tesla Storm and in other events, of course. But the most easy one is from the Tesla Storm. So you have to level up 4 more heroes so you can proceed further, so this hero can actually be ascended more and more. So from there come the question, since it's not actually cheap to level up a hero. I mean, for example, if I want to level up Leonidas, it's just like 13,000 food, which is a decent amount. And if I have to pick between debuffers and buffers, definitely buffers is going to take place in the Tesla Storm, also in the arena. As you can see, Lois is something like picking O. The ability is for all of your friendly units. There is a defense in range. Okay, there is a range. Now, on point of auto is for everybody, but this is a taunt. Now, there is other heroes that also provide some debuffs, like this bad boy here targets the biggest cluster of enemy units, reducing accuracy and attack by 50% of Mark's attack for 8 seconds. This bad boy is very good for the arena, but maybe one of the main reasons I prefer buffers right now is just because I have very strong one. Maybe in the future I'm going to switch and start actually investing more in the debuffers, but for now buffers is helping me by a lot. And especially the combination between Luis and Otto. Otto is getting extra defense. His ability is based on the defense, based on the... Oh, it's actually based on the damage, sorry about that. But yeah, Otto is also going to get some decent shield in combination, especially for campaigning, and I think Otto is best for campaigning. And speaking from point of results, curious which type I rely the most in actual fights, Otto is a hero that I non-stop use for campaigning. This hero here is... Now, if you want to go for 3-star campaigning, it's going to be a little hard for the hard stages, especially on the places where there is a decent chance you actually lose, because there's a big chance Otto to die. No matter that, he is very strong, he charges up his ability very fast, but in general there is a big chance he die, but I still use him. And I progress in the campaignings. After this, I come back to the campaigning that I didn't take 3 stars there, and I do them again. I get my 3 stars and I move on. So Otto is perfect for the campaigning. Now, from point of places like arena, I don't think Otto is the best pick there. Again, everybody jump on him, and the enemy is having like 5 heroes. Most of the times you're going to see some combination of debuffers and single target shooters. So Otto can actually die pretty fast there. It's not like with a lot of troops hitting him, but yeah, I strongly rely on Otto for my progression in this game. On the other side, Luis is a hero that I actually can use in the arena. It's basically one of the best heroes in the arena, and in same time is a great also for campaigning. Again, the shield he is giving from his ability is something like maybe 70% from my troop HP. So one time he put his shield, my troops become with second life. Now let's talk about the other type of heroes. We already talked about the buffers and the debuffers, and this is AoE damage dealer and single target shooter. Now we have to keep in mind about AoE damage dealer. There is a different type of AoE damage dealers. For example, I can give Leonidas, and Leonidas' ability is actually hitting everybody around him. He don't have this opportunity to do AoE damage in front of him. It's everything around him. Leonidas storm the ground basically around him, dealing some percentage damage to the all enemies with the range 2.5 and stunning his current target for 1 second. On the other side, you have also Marco Polo. Now Marco Polo is a different type of AoE damage dealer, and he's teleport into the largest cluster of enemy units, causing an explosion on arrival. Explosion do some damage in a range of 2. Now here the range is little less, it's not that big one, but he's basically targeting the biggest cluster. So you see the difference. This guy is doing AoE damage around him. This one is actually targeting the largest cluster. So there is 2 types of AoE damage dealers. Now let's talk about the single target, and there is 2 types of single target damage dealers. Now here you can see this is Robin Hood, one of my favorite heroes. Actually, yeah, I was so happy. You can go and check out my previous video where I actually get Robin Hood, and I was so happy to get this bad boy. Now the ability of this hero and the thing that actually make me happy was prioritize heroes, this thing here. And if you check the single targets, like for example here we have Robin Hood, but if we get this one, which is single striker, also is also hitting hitting a single target, but don't prioritize the hero. So I cannot actually count on Inanna to kill the heroes. There is a big chance she actually hit just one troop, for example one infantry or one heavy infantry, and not actually hitting the hero. She's going to do decent amount of damage over this one troop, but I'm going to waste my whole single target shoot over a troop, and this is something that we don't want to happen. And since troops are way more from the heroes, the chance you actually hit the troop is way more bigger. So you can see there the difference between the heroes that prioritize heroes and the one that don't. For example, Inanna cast her spell way more faster, from example William Tell and for example Robin Hood. She's way more faster. Every 2 hits of William Tell and Robin Hood is like 3 hits of Inanna, but again, she's not prioritizing heroes. So there is a difference even in the single target heroes, which make huge difference on the battlefield. So let's compare these 2 type of heroes that we currently speaking about. From my point of view, I try on many places different combination of heroes, and one of the things I notice is, for example, in the arena you want to kill the enemy heroes. They're the strongest thing there. So in situation like this, I prefer actually to go with Robin Hood and William Tell. This is how I start, but right now I'm using just a single hero in the arena. Single hero that is prioritizing heroes. As you can guess, this is going to be Robin Hood. It's not going to be William Tell. Even though that I really like William Tell, sometimes I actually use William Tell when the enemy is having many fire heroes. We're going to talk about the cores later in the video. We're going to also talk about this type of things, but for now I'm currently mostly rely over a Robin Hood. And yeah, from point of AoE damage dealers, I also use a lot of AoE damage dealers like 2 heroes. And here's the thing, the main reason is to clear all these troops that are on battlefield. Currently I'm speaking about the arena. For the campaigning, the heroes is way less. It's not like 5 heroes, it's like maybe 1, 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, but still it's way less from what is in the arena. So I don't use any like 2 single target heroes in the campaigning. I use just 1, and this is in the moments where they actually are needed. In the rest of the times I just don't use them. But I use a lot of Marco Polo. I use a lot in the arena Leonidas, very helpful hero. I use even single target heroes there. For example, like Grant. Grant is having this ability that he can care for himself when heal himself for 611% of his base damage. This is a pretty decent healing. Also, he's not alone. I mean, for example, Herman is also having this ability to heal himself. I prefer to have this type of heroes on the arena where they somehow survive, you know, somehow heal himself and they continue doing damage. So if I have to pick between AoE and single targets, I'm going to pick, I'm mostly for AoE damage dealers, just because a single target, and not any single target, single target that prioritize heroes is for very specific situation where there is heroes that need to be killed. Now let's talk about the heroes that I really like right now. Want to know which hero I trust and the most right now? I'm going to share with you. As I start the video, I point Otto and I point Luis. This is the 2 heroes that I trust the most. From there, I'm going to jump over Ashoka. Ashoka is also a hero that I trust and I use almost everywhere. Marco Polo for AoE damage dealer. Of course, I have Edison. I have Edison. I'm going to level up this bad boy and maybe use him in the future. He is one idea better from Marco Polo, obviously. But it's one of the new heroes that I receive in the game, so I didn't actually put a lot of effort on him. Now, also, there is another hero for healers like Hatshepsut, which is healing everybody. Draws energy to blah blah blah, healing all friendly units 467% of her base damage and grant them a word of focus instantly. So this hero is also very good, but need to be leveled up. I actually put her aside for a little, but I definitely have to level up this hero. And there is again, even in healers, there is a single healer, there is a AoE healer. And I prefer at the moment AoE healer, so I definitely have to focus over this hero. I'm showing these heroes to use just to get some idea how much power and what kind of heroes I'm currently having. Now, a lot of people are saying Pythagoric is one idea better from Marco Polo from point of damage. and he's doing more damage from Marco Polo if you look the percentage. But still, Marco Polo is already developed hero for me. It's level 40. So here's the thing: if you have a hero that is doing just a little better from the other one, and you already invest 40 levels in Marco Polo, most likely it's not going to be a good idea to actually level up, do 40 levels to a hero that is just going to do a little more damage from your existing already using hero. Now, if it's a game changer, for example, I get epic hero that outperform by a lot Marco Polo, yeah, definitely I'm going to change. Like I plan to change Marco Polo with Edison at some point, but about 3-star heroes, just the 3-star hero that get lucky to get pulled out more early and get the levels, win the fight in my desk with heroes. And let's talk about the fights. We're currently talking a lot about the heroes. Yeah, we also talk about the fights, but let's talk about cores. Are you always losing to specific core? And here's the thing: I have a big issue against fire heroes because I don't have okay, I have water tanks. I mean, Grant definitely is a water tank, but I'm not good against fire heroes, you know. Everybody have their weak spot, and this is one suggestion I can actually give you, especially for the campaigning and so on. Just use opposite core. If I go in the campaigning right now and I want to go for this one, you see you have leaf, you have fire. Now leaf beat water, water beat fire. So what is going to be the best way to go here is going to be with fire heroes. Now fire against fire is same, but fire beat leaf also. So you can see so many fire. But if you go with the water, well, you're not going to do well because leaf is going to beat water. So this is the little tips and tricks that I can actually give you just to lower the casualties and also be way more easy for you to proceed in the game. And one more thing, you're going to need from every hero in general, you're going to need everything, like five heroes leveled up. The main point is, again, Tesla Storm, where when you go there, you just have to have like 5 heroes to proceed in the higher stages. And with the time, you have to level up these 5 heroes because with each stage, Tesla become more and more strong, so you have to fight somehow with him. And let's talk about the new things in the game. I mean, for me personally, I don't have that many, but let's talk about the artifacts. Are artifacts game changers or just shiny bonuses? Now, I don't have that many artifacts. I'm going to start from there. I'm currently having one. Okay, it's not artifacts, it's relics, you know? On the hero, I don't remember why I actually put this relic on the Robin Hood. When the holder is above 8% HP, their invasion is increased by 1%. It's basically because of the small attack and defense he's receiving. I think I have one on Marco Polo, yeah. The flames of this torch increase burn damage dealt by the holder by 2%. Whenever the holder deals no recurring damage to the enemy, they will have a 10% chance to apply burn, dealing 20% damage over 5 seconds. Now this thing, I can actually level up this thing, by the way. Now this thing I put it on Marco Polo just because I use him as a AoE hero, AoE damage, so I get some benefits from this relic, but maybe it's going to be good against with the heroes that somehow apply some fire. Not quite sure which one they are, but so far, yeah, this is the 2 artifacts I'm currently having. And I don't see some big game changing in the artifacts, maybe because my artifact is a low level, so I cannot actually experience the great power they're hiding. But so far, from what I see, it's not something game-changing there. Now let's talk about the arena and game progressing heroes. I think I said couple words about Otto and Louis, but mostly for your progression, you're going to need, this is just a small tip there, is you're going to need AoE damage dealers, and extremely rare case you're going to need a single target. So I just want to cover this, especially for the progression. People have so many problems with passing specific campaigning. And here is the thing: sometimes you pass one campaigning and you have easy way the next 10 campaignings or the next 7 campaignings, you know. So sometimes it's a bottleneck. It's a very hard hero that you have to kill, and the next 10 maybe 5 campaignings is so easy peasy. But yeah, most you're going to need AoE AoE damage dealers, and it's good to have auto with, for example, a Shoka, or auto with a Naya, which is a hero that you're going to receive for free just by progressing in the game. This one is also very good and is going to help keeping auto to survive enough so you can do enough damage to kill everything on the battlefield. And one tip I'm going to give, because I see a lot of people are talking and ask me about the ascending heroes. And here's the tip. You can just click over this thing and you're going to see where you're going to get it. Right now I need one of these two, and I'm just going to do one to auto attack, and maybe I'm going to get it because it have like 20%. Now there is a new stuff that maybe you for first time you actually see them, like this Follow of Enlightenment, a legendary Ascension material that can be found in the treasure hunt. The game just give you hints where you can actually get it. This one for the first time I actually see it, and you can see win encounter tropical shore 1. This is basically campaigning 17, which I'm thinking I'm a little far away from there. This is, which campaigning is this one? This is 14. So at campaigning 17, where is this thing? Oh my god, tropical shore. You're going to see that there is going to be the Ascension material you need to ascend your hero, and with this knowledge is going to be way more easy for you. Just to know, because yeah, I get a lot of questions for ascending heroes. Somebody go to level 30 and he want to ascend his hero. For the first time he see this thing, because most likely when the game is make it like this, that you progress and you need to put some extra effort to get the Ascension materials for the next level of your hero. But for example, at level 30 you stuck at campaigning 10, you have to defeat campaigning 12 to actually get some materials and proceed there. It's something like this. I mean, there is thinking behind of leveling heroes. So most of the time it's going to be, you know, what is this materials? So you just can click on them and it's going to show you from where you can get these Ascension materials. If you find even one tip helpful, hit this like button, subscribe for more deep dive hero breakdowns, progression breakdowns, and basically everything related to Heroes of History Epic Empire. And don't forget to write in the comments what is your favorite hero right now and why. Of course, it's good to share why you actually like the specific hero. And thank you very much for watching the video. You can check out one of these videos and see you in the next video.